in New Light Video Magazine, Seeing in a New Perspective, September issue 2013, Volume 7. Feature story, The Savannah Deck, with author Tammy Sabo. The Black Knight, 13,000-year-old satellite? Rolling Green Project, documentary. Autumn Equinox. What's Up? Georgia Bright Spot, Uncovering Unexplained Phenomena. A History of Cartomancy. Virtual Entertainment, The 21st Century Evolution. The Power of Affirmation. Health Benefits of Apple Cider Vinegar. Starscope Zodiac and Cusp Astrology Monthly Forecast. Monthly Music Trivia, Poem, Astronomy Photo, and Celestial Calendar also inside. See more at www.innewlightvideomagazine.com or on YouTube. Table of Contents. About in New Light Video Magazine. Contributors and Credits. Other World News. The Black Knight. Rolling Green Project. Autumn Equinox. Feature story, The Savannah Deck with Tammy Sabo. Mystic Corner. What's Up? Georgia Bright Spot. A History of Cartomancy. Entertainment Central. Music Trivia. Virtual Entertainment. Imagination by Tammy Sabo. Holistic Health. Power of Affirmation. Health Benefits of Apple Cider Vinegar. Astronomy and Astrology. Astronomy Photo of the Month, Methuselah Star. Celestial Events Calendar. Starscopes Astrology Zodiac and Cusp Forecast. What are the starscopes? Find your zodiac, or cusp, and see what the stars have in store for you this month. About in New Light Video Magazine. In New Light Video Magazine is an innovative video magazine created to share news and stories that may allow you to gain new perspectives of our world. We strive to bring things into a new light by researching and exploring world events, news, and information. In New Light Video Magazine is a written and narrated magazine in a video format that can basically read itself to you, making it user-friendly for the hearing and visually impaired. We wanted to make it easy to access our information and view it in a format that can be seen almost anywhere the internet is available, making our publication worldwide. Our monthly publications are uploaded to YouTube each month and available to view on your phone, tablet, and computer without the need for apps. We hope you enjoy this new and innovative way of seeing things in a new light. We are always interested in new topics that can offer a new perspective of seeing things in our world. If you have a story or topic you would like to share with us, submit a brief description and send us an email at innewlightmag@gmail.com. Become a contributor and you will receive special mention in our credits, and you may qualify for an ad space. For more information on advertising space in our magazine, please send a request to the above email and place ad space in the subject. To stay up to date with us, you can always go to our website at innewlightvideomagazine.com. Become a contributor. Show your support to bring things into a new light for the world. Share your comments. Read our blogs. Get informed and inspired. Find us on our Blog Talk Radio to listen to the audio and chat with the staff. Lastly, don't forget to subscribe to our channel on YouTube. We'll see you there. From the Ground Up, lapidary, wire wrapping, and custom jewelry designs by Marty Farley. Facebook.com/FromTheGroundUp01.
Black Knight, 13,000-year-old satellite that could change our whole perception on humanity. Space, vast and limitless. Even with all of our technology, we still have only scratched the surface with the information. We like to think that our authorities are keeping us in the loop with all their findings. With more and more people claiming to see unexplained phenomena in our skies, Our minds can't help but to wonder, what is it all about? About a month ago, I read a story on a 13,000-year-old satellite orbiting in space. A what? Yes, you heard me right. We didn't have this kind of technology 13,000 years ago, so where did this come from? My research began. You see, this story dates all the way back to 1899 to Nikola Tesla, an inventor from Croatia. While in Colorado Springs, Tesla picked up periodically repeating radio signals coming from space that appeared to be intelligent. At first, he thought it was coming from Mars, but then found out it was coming from further out in space. In the 1920s, it was picked up again by ham, radio enthusiasts, and amateur astronomers, with signals coming in on various occasions. Ham claimed they deciphered the code, and it was a star chart in the center of the Epsilon Boötes star system. The signals were reported again in 1928 and in 1929. On May 14, 1954, two newspapers, the St. Louis Dispatch and the San Francisco Examiner, published that there were already one or two artificial satellites orbiting the Earth. Yes, long before Sputnik. In 1960, it was determined that it was in fact an artificial satellite. It was in a polar orbit of the Earth. The thing is that neither the USA or Russia had the technology to launch something of this size into space. Robert L. Johnson, director of the Adler Planetarium, stated, "The object doesn't even have the decency to maintain a regular schedule like any other heavenly or man-made object I've ever seen. We don't know where to watch for it. It appears some nights, and some nights it doesn't." Is this the same signal Tesla picked up years ago? We find new information daily about space, but is this also giving us new information about Earth? And the most important question, who built and placed this satellite there? Is someone trying to send us a message? There are so many questions and so few answers concerning the Black Knight. We can be skeptical all we want, but the physical proof is still there. All the uncovering of ancient secrets the Earth has been doing has shown us that humanoid life existed here on Earth a lot longer than previously thought. For most of the discoveries, it seems they were highly intelligent as well. Could they have left it behind, leaving a watchful eye on Earth's progress? Maybe they left it behind to inform us of something. Ancient Sumerian texts speak of the Anunnaki, while Indians, Native Americans, Incas, Mayans, and other ancient civilizations all make references to star beings or star people, and most consider them their gods. Our ancestors left us carvings of beings flying in some sort of ship, obviously an important message they were trying to share with us. According to Jesse, an anonymous confidential source, in 1969 the Apollo 10 astronauts Stafford, Cernan, and Young were the first to film an extraterrestrial space beacon, dubbed the Monolith, somewhat like but smaller than the one in Arthur C. Clarke's book movie 2001. They were not, however, the first astronauts to spot this ET beacon. The monolith was first sighted by Russian cosmonaut Yuri Gagarin, the first man in space, in 1961. He was followed into space that same year by American astronaut Alan Shepard, who also sighted the beacon. Apollo 10 went to it and filmed it from every angle. The monolith acted like a communication beacon, Jesse said. It sort of acts like the message received in the movie Contact. It had a message on it, in addition to a map of the extraterrestrial civilization which placed it there and how to get to them. The common conclusion is that they can tell us how big it is, color, and to some extent its speed, but they cannot tell us exactly what Black Knight is. I do know this, it is one thing that we must investigate more, and according to the source, by 2016, this probe UFO satellite will make its path back into Earth's orbit, orbiting every 15 to 20 years. Also, it took a corrective course to avoid collision with another asteroid. So hopefully, here soon, We will have more information on what the Black Night is, or will the Black Night offer it to us? This may be a lot of information for some to swallow, but I feel this is something we must know and understand so that we may act as responsible people. I will leave you with this last note on the Black Night. In 1970, Duncan Lunnon, a Scottish scientist, examined and deciphered the transmitted pulse with the horizontal axis of echo delay time. He found the constellation Buddhist as it would have looked like 15,000 years ago and was able to translate it into simple English, giving more evidence that it was manipulated by intelligent beings. This is his deciphered message. Start here. Our home is Epsilon Butens, which is a double star. We live on the 6th planet of 7. Check that, 6th of 7. Counting outwards from the Sun, which is the larger of the two, our 6th planet has 1 moon. Our 4th planet has 3. Our 1st and 3rd planets each have 1. Our probe is in the orbit of your moon. This updates the position of Arcturus shown on our maps. We would love to hear your thoughts on this subject, and if you have any more information you would like to share, please email us, or better yet, find us on Facebook. I am Stacy Hill in New Light Video Magazine.
History, hauntings, happenings. Find your truth with Sixth Sense World. www.sixthsenseworld.com.
Understanding what the Rolling Green Project is about. I'm Samantha Phoenix with the Rolling Green Project for In New Light Video Magazine, and this month I wanted to take a small step back and let everyone know a little more about what we are doing and why we are doing it. What most people would know already is that we're traveling the United States in search of organic farmers, free energy projects, earth houses, and other off-the-grid, self-sustainable communities and homesteads while filming for a documentary that we'll put together after we complete the journey. What very few people know, however, is why we are doing this and how we do it. So the why takes us back to a small group of spiritual people with a dream of creating a retreat for all spiritual beings to be in harmony, in one place with beautiful nature and places to have classes, meetings, and outdoor recreations. Ardors of Universal Light was formed as a nonprofit organization and the basis of the spiritual center's functioning core of people. Over time, this idea of the sanctuary grew into creating it as an eco-village style retreat with earth dwellings and alternative energy resources such as solar, wind, rainwater collection, and other devices that can be made, often from scrap materials or other items that can be repurposed. It was and is a dream we are in the process of fulfilling. Over the years, a great group of people with their own vision and desires to be a part of the dream have collected, but none have ever actually built an eco-village or an alternative energy devices or any of the things needed to actually build this dream once its home is found. And that brings us to the how. Rick and I already had the camper, though we never expected to be toting it across the nation. We don't have kids at home, and we already work contracting and subcontracting jobs, often from Craigslist, which we knew could be done everywhere we could go. So we sold most of our things, gave some away, donated a lot, and loaded up into the truck and the camper with a dog and our 2 cats, and in February of 2013, we hit the road in search of the experiences needed to learn, grow, and bring it all back to build that dream when it's time. The greatest part was what we could have never foreseen. All the great people that we have included in our journey, in our lives, and in our hearts. We have met the most amazing people along the way. Many of them have been from Craigslist connections we've made looking for work, and some have just been other people in the same places with incredible stories of their own journeys. We have been blessed in so many ways, from being able to get work to keep the gas tank fed, to being led to the people and the places that need extra hands and have the experiences we are seeking. And that brings us to the now. Since we have been on the road, Rick has gone back to college for a bachelor's in software engineering through an online accredited school, and we've left Arizona in search of this place called Turning Beyond Ranch in Macos, Colorado. We have been amazed at the ranch and the different ways of doing things. She has been off the electric grid for over 17 years and uses well water for the property. She recently installed a solar water pump for the garden that has made this year's crops much better with the organic farming. We have been collecting apples from the yard for cider, applesauce, cherry apple butter, apple pie filling, and home-brewed cherry wine. There is also an earth-dwelling project we hope to be building after the ground unfreezes from the Colorado winter. So our next step, as we are getting things fixed up around the ranch and the other property, is to choose an alternative energy device and get started building. That will have to be for another month, however. So now that you know more about why we are on this crazy mission, join us on Blog Talk Radio Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern. Follow our blog at www.rollinggreenproject.org and see how our hard cider turned out for the next month when we present home brewing from organic juice, just in time for the holidays, in a new light.
Creative Divine Studios, the transformative power of sacred sound, the School of Sound and Energy Resonance with Mur Demarmian. Contact Mur at facebook.com/Creative Divine or facebook.com/Melinda Demarmian.
Autumn Equinox. Happy autumn, fall equinox to everyone in the Northern Hemisphere. Marking a change of the seasons, the equinox takes place on Sunday, September the 22nd, 2013. On this day, we experience 12 hours of daylight and 12 hours of night. Balance. This marks the end of summer as daylight begins to dwindle. This is a time for harvest and gratitude for the bounty the earth has given us as we make our way into the darker, colder months. This is a time of celebration and feasting. As I sit here admiring the beauty of the changing leaves, offering me their brightest reds and oranges, I wonder what, if any, celebrations that take place in other parts of the world. In China, the moon's birthday falls around the time of the autumn equinox. Special holiday birthday cakes are baked with flour from harvested rice, and families gather together to honor the moon. It is believed that flowers will fall from the sky on the night of the moon's birthday, and those who saw them fall would be blessed with great abundance. Many English counties observe Michaelmas on September the 29th, which is a feast for Saint Michael. Traditional feasts consist of goose, large loaves of bread, and bannocks, which are a special kind of oat cake. Long before the Pilgrims came, Native Americans celebrated this harvest time as well. Even in Nigeria, the Yoruba people celebrate the Yam Festival in October. It seems all over the globe there is a kind of celebration marking the changes of the season and a time of great gratitude. It's the little things that connect us as peoples. As we enter into this time of giving thanks, let's take a moment and think about what we are grateful for. True, we are not all farmers, but we all can find something to be thankful for and to celebrate. What are you grateful for? What would you like to celebrate and give thanks to? We are extremely grateful for all of you that listen and watch our video magazine. Please write to us on our blog or comment letting us know how and if you are planning on celebrating, giving thanks, or having a harvest feast. I am Stacy Hill in New Light Video Magazine.
Reiki Attunement Classes with Reiki Master Instructor Reverend Stacy Hill. For more information, send an email to revstacyhill@gmail.com and start a journey in Reiki today.
Hi, I'm Stacy Hill with a New Light Video Magazine, and we are here in our studios today to interview our very own Tammy Sabo. Amongst all the things that Tammy does for our video magazine, she has also produced this wonderful oracle work, the Savannah deck. And Tammy, would you please tell us what inspired you to make this wonderful deck?
Well, I think it was really about the passion and the love I have for the city itself. And I wanted to bring that together so that other people could enjoy Savannah and then also get in touch with what I like to call the more mystic side as well. It was designed to kind of like coincide with the major arcana, which is a very ancient oracle use of cartomancy. So it is a cartomancy deck that is on Savannah's history through her landmarks and how they can coincide. And through that, it's a keepsake deck, like I said, and it's also one that you can kind of use to have some fun with and get some messages.
This deck is very beautiful. We have one that's already open back here, and as you can see, it comes in this wonderful box, and it has this. Here's the cards. Comes wonderfully wrapped in the little cards. It even has suggestions on readings, you know, different kind of card readings and stuff. And as you can see, the cards are absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
And it also comes with this wonderful book here. It tells you a little bit about the cards, what they mean, the pictures, and it gives you, what I love about this and what you've done, is it gives you a little bit of the history. Did you find that that's one thing that you wanted to put out there, the rich history that Savannah actually has?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that is probably why I would say it took so long to actually put together, because it, you know, every card has a certain meaning in the major arcana, and tying those things together, the history and then the meanings, that was probably the largest task to really make it so that it is something special, something valuable. And you get to take that with you, a piece of Savannah with you through the history.
And these decks especially are collector's items, correct?
Right. The 10 issue, you know, with the deck and the cards in this factual form it's a limited edition.
Okay.
So once these are out, then it'll be, you know, more of the paperback manufacturer. But yeah, still, you know, so get your collectors, or, you know, look for it to come out and get the packaging.
Right. And these are wonderful gifts, souvenirs of Savannah, and it does touch on the rich history of Savannah. Well, that is our Tammy Sabo, and please come join us the first Friday of October. She is the Artist of the Month at Anahata Healing Arts, and come and meet Tammy. Come and see these beautiful, beautiful cards that she has. And if you can't make it to see her at Anahata, you can check out the Savannah deck at www.thesavannahdeck.com.
Come out and meet me. Savannah, Georgia, Anahata Healing Arts. And I look forward to seeing you there and getting you more acquainted with the mystic side of Savannah through my Savannah deck. Thank you.
Thank you. This is Stacy Hill in New Light Video Magazine.
Uplift, create, and share at Anahata Healing Arts in the Starland District of Savannah. www.anahatahealingarts.com.
What's up? Georgia Bright Spot. Unexplained happenings. Are they a result of fluid trapped beneath the surface? Strange phenomena happens around us daily, and we almost always try to rationalize it in some way. The unexplained has always intrigued me, so when I heard about the Georgia Bright Spot, I had to do some research. Although the first recognition it received was in 1872 in the Savannah Morning News, after they received a letter from A.P. Surrency describing a haunting that took place in his house and continued until it burnt to the ground in 1925. The phenomena happened enough to those living in the house, and then reported lights that were seen on the railroad track, that an investigation in the early 90s allowed them to receive scientific evidence of the cause. In a publication titled Reflection Polarity of the Mid-Crustal Surrency Bright Spot Beneath Southeastern Georgia, Testing the Fluid Hypothesis, it states that these characteristics are similar to those of fluid-caused reflections at shallow depths. It has been suggested that the SBS Surrency Bright Spot may be caused by situ mid-crustal fluids. It is 9 miles deep and 2 miles wide. It is said to be an ancient reservoir of what or other fluid lying beneath the earth, and it is shaped like a contact lens. This interests me a great deal, it being a total geological mystery and never detected anywhere else in the world. Could this explain the strange happenings for this little town? When Mayor Stanford Tillman was informed of this information, he stated, "It might have something to do with Surency's ghost. If this town is known for anything, it's for the ghost that supposedly haunted the old Surency house owned by the family for whom the town is named during the 1870s and 1880s. The people that lived in that house reported dishes flying off the shelf, bricks coming through the walls, and other types of paranormal activity." Tillman also stated, "A lot of us also suspect that the goings-on had something to do with unusual magnetic activities in our area." The discovery of this object formation is very exciting to me. You see, about 500 million years ago, North Africa and North America collided, forming the Appalachian Mountains. When they pulled apart 180 million years ago, a piece of North Africa remained lodged against North America, a continental fragment that is now beneath Florida and South Georgia. Sometime during that collision, geologists say that water, some other fluid, may have trickled deep into the zone between the continents, forming the Surency bright spot. Now this could explain the phenomena that happened in the house, it being on top of that fluid reservoir, but does it explain the rest? Others have reported a sort of ghost train. It is a bright orange-colored light, the shape of a grapefruit, coming down the track. Even the locals gave it a name, the Blue Lady. You see, the legendary story states that a woman ran out of her house on the train track and was met and killed by an oncoming train at 12 midnight. People have reported seeing a man walking up and down the track looking for something, someone, and they have reported seeing a woman with long blonde hair walking up and down the track. Could these apparitions also be caused by the fluid located underneath Surency? Could the geological mystery be the instigator of the sightings of ghosts and the ghost light? Or is the light just swamp gas, as some believe? Thanks to our contributors, INLVM is planning a trip to Surency, Georgia to investigate these claims. We will be speaking with the local peoples and visiting the site where the activity happens. Stay connected to us on Facebook to try to find out when we will be going and when to check out part 2 of this article. Also, check us out on Blog Talk Radio, where we will be covering more on our stories, and call us. Yes, call us on Blog Talk Radio. We would love to hear from you and to hear your perception and help us put things in a new light. Thanks for watching and listening. This is Stacy Hill in New Light Video Magazine.
Contact us at innewlightmag@gmail.com for information on placing your advertisement in our publication.
History of Cartomancy. Cartomancy, the art of reading playing cards to foresee one's future, has been around since the 14th century, the time playing cards were invented. Thought to come from Egypt, some would argue that reading cards, pictures, have been around much longer, but it gained its popularity in the 1700s thanks to a French woman named Marie Anne Lenormand. Lenormand, a famous fortune teller in the mid-1700s, read for some members of the French Revolution, Tsar Alexander, Empress Josephine, and Napoleon Bonaparte himself. The history of cartomancy is not easily researched. What we do know is that people then chose to use cartomancy because it gave more precise answers to mundane questions than the other spiritual oracles that were being used at that time. During the time of Lenormand, you could be arrested for this sort of thing if you told the right person the wrong fortune. Interestingly enough is that you were also quickly released because a few of your clients were high-ranking officials. Not everyone is gifted at the art of cartomancy. When America was being formed, this unique gift stayed in Europe but ironically has been gaining great popularity here in the US. Cartomancy decks, most popular was Lenormand's deck Petite, and tarot card decks seem to always go hand in hand. Tarot cards were used to play card games such as Italian tarocchini and French tarot in the mid-15th century, only being used for divination in the 18th century. The first documented tarot cards were created between 1430 and 1450, while the first picture deck, what cartomancers use, were mentioned by Martiano di Tortona after he returned from his trip from Milan, Italy in 1418. During his trip, he met artist Michelino da Bisozzo and was introduced to a deck containing 16 picture cards, while Greek gods and suits depicted 4 kinds of birds, not the common suits. Many decks were hand-painted at that time, so very few were made. Today, you can find just about any deck you would want, from fairy decks to Native American, angel decks to dragon cards. It seems there is a deck of cards for every path or interest. As far as readers, yes, they are plentiful as well. But what of the art of cartomancy? Should tarot card readers be considered cartomancers? Most would disagree with that question, stating they are different. So is cartomancy a dying art? I feel not. In these times, we are opening up to all kinds of arts that our ancestors performed. We are wanting that connection and to feel like we can see forward into our futures, to prepare, to find love, and even get a perfect job. I feel this gifted art is steadily making its way back into the limelight where it belongs. And we can give a great big thank you to Miss Marie Anne Lenormand for bringing cartomancy such popularity. If you have any more knowledge about cartomancy, please let us know. We have a group on Facebook, www.facebook.com/groups/In New Light Video Magazine, a blog on WordPress, www.innewlightvideomagazine.com, and we host a radio show on Blog Talk Radio, www.blogtalkradio.com/In New Light VidMag. We would love to hear from you. Thank you for listening and watching. This is Stacy Hill in New Light Video Magazine.
The Savannah deck. Celebrate Savannah's history with a limited edition box set available at www.thesavannahdeck.com. Entertainment Central! It's music trivia time. The answer to August's trivia question: only one group claimed 2 of the best-selling singles of the 1970s. Which group? The Bee Gees. The Bee Gees set the groove for disco with the soundtrack from Saturday Night Fever, making Staying Alive and How Deep Is Your Love the best-selling singles of the 1970s. Are you ready for this month's trivia question? Who is the solo artist that was also the lead man for a band that sang about a refugee? Look for the answer in the next issue, baby. And a new trivia question. Spikes PC and IT, serving Savannah's computer and networking needs.
Virtual entertainment, the 21st century evolution. The 21st century has definitely brought about immense changes in home entertainment. For those of us that remember when you only played an arcade game in an arcade, or the awe-inspiring Atari that would hook up to your TV for hours of fun without leaving home, this latest wave of technology in home gaming is without a doubt mind-blowing by comparison. Today's gaming takes on a whole new level, not only in entertainment and technology, but also in socializing, learning, working, and congregating with people around the globe right from the comfort of your jammies in your own home. The Xbox and Wii connected our home game systems to the internet, which gave gamers the ability not only to play against the game, but also against other people playing the game, either as allies or an opponent. Games known as MMORPG, or massively multiplayer online role-playing games, are a genre of role-playing video games or web browser-based games in which a very large number of players interact with one another within a virtual game world. These are often played on your standard PC or laptop with no need for other gaming systems, although some require a specific CD or download for your computer. What few people know about is the level of involvement emotionally and psychologically that these virtual worlds can have, unless you understand the virtual world is just as real in its own way by offering extensions of ourselves. While it is true that many of these worlds are simply for gaming, like the flash-based game servers resembling The Sims, that can provide entertainment and relaxation by chatting with people, playing games such as poker, Zanga, Scrabble, and many others of that type, it is the more profoundly involved virtual worlds that have caught my attention as well. In these worlds, such as Second Life and Open Life, which are more multiple grid server-based mesh-style 3D graphics with an independent viewer as an interface, you can be human, animal, a mixture of the two, fantasy characters, time period styles, or some completely fabricated being, if that suits your fancy. So not only does it offer an outlet that is unsurpassed for creativity, it also offers a way for schools to have virtual classes for people to attend without ever leaving their home, has gathering places for corporations, groups, and organizations to meet on a global scale, and has places to socialize while chatting, sharing music, doing karaoke, or playing live music, among the unlimited possibilities of the individual's imagination. These worlds are not limited to kids either. In fact, the largest population of the more intricate virtual worlds are adults, with adult themes and ways of adult entertainment. One of the newer forms of virtual worlds I have recently discovered is a combination of the Flash graphics style game interface with the integration of the mesh-based virtual grids of the more sophisticated virtual worlds, which offers a hybrid for an entirely different experience. So how do you choose a virtual world? I would suggest a Google search. There will be pages of them to choose from. Most are free to join. Some give you points without buying credits, to get you hooked of course. Some give you options to get free credits or to create and sell products for the other players, which will give you their local credits and may even offer a cash return. And all of them will accept all major credit cards for your upgrades and shopping sprees. So the best way to choose is to determine what type of virtual experience you want to have. Ask your friends that are online geeks which ones they use, and do a little research yourself by jumping on into building your own virtual self, one virtual world at a time. This is Samantha Phoenix with the New Light Video Magazine, bringing the virtual world into a new perspective.
For all your musical needs, it's the Georgia Music Warehouse, because everybody plays. And if you're just beginning, ask about their private lessons today.
This poem earned Editor's Choice Award May of 2006 by Poetry.com and was featured in The Sound of Poetry album by Tammy Sabo. Imagination. Imagination may bring you to Never Never Land. It can also take you to dry desert sand. Imagination brings on a world of its own, where things are built with magical stone. Imagination creates many a desire, all which is helped to be inspired. Imagination is one's greatest toy, where you can imagine thrills of joy. Imagination never leaves one's mind. It's really not very hard to find. Just open your dreams, set free your screams. Let your mind wander in a world of its own, one that is new to discover and unknown. You may be the master, keeper, and creator. Make your own picture for the movie theater. In the world of imagination, you'll find there is no limitation. This is Tammy Sabo with the New Light Video Magazine. I'm sharing my poem Imagination, and I hope you enjoyed it.
Stick a pick! Never lose your pick again. Go to stickapick.com now, or look for us on YouTube.
Holistic health. Power of affirmations. Can positive thoughts really change your life? I will have to say I am one for positive affirmations. For me, they make me feel better about myself and just give an overall positive start to my day. You can find many websites dedicated to bring you a new affirmation every day. They state they can help you feel better, more secure about yourself, bring happiness into your life, help you find prosperity and abundance, and even bring your true love into your life. Are they right? Can saying simple phrases every day help you in these ways? During my time on our internet filled with vast information and misinformation, I came upon an article that read, "Scientists prove DNA can be reprogrammed by words and frequencies," by Grazinia Vossar and Franz Bulldorf. I thought this was definitely worth a read. In this article, it explains that the human DNA is a biological internet and superior in many aspects to the artificial one. Scientists state that we only use 10% of our DNA, while the other 90% is referred to as junk DNA. According to Russian researchers, consisting of molecular biologists, linguists, geneticists, our DNA is not only responsible for the construction of our body, but also serves as data storage and in communication. They found that the alkalines of our DNA follow a regular grammar and do have a set rules just like our language. So human languages did not appear coincidentally, but are a reflection of our inherent DNA. The linguists found that the useless or junk 90% DNA actually follows the rules of our own human language. They even went so far as exploring the vibrational behavior of DNA. They stated in their findings, living chromosomes function just like solitonic holographic computers using the endogenous DNA laser radiation. And as the article stated, this means that they managed, for example, to modulate certain frequency patterns onto a laser ray and with it influence the DNA frequency and thus the genetic information itself. Thus, decoding DNA is not necessary. Our DNA can store data and follows grammar rules reacting to their vibrations. This information, although known by gurus, esoteric teachers, and our own ancestors, is completely revolutionary. Now, science is stating that the body can be reprogrammed just by words, thoughts, and vibrations. These findings could bring significant change in one's life. I know for some this still can sound a bit far-fetched, but didn't airplanes and space travel and even penicillin at one time? Another way to look at affirmations, meditations, and even music. If you would like to do some more research on this subject, I do encourage it. Check out www.collective/evolution.com. I hope you have enjoyed this article. We here at INLVM strive to bring you the topics to explore in new light. Thank you very much for listening and watching. This is Stacy Hill with a New Light Video Magazine. Healing benefits of apple cider vinegar. Good as a cleaner and better for the health. Many of us are beginning to shy away from harmful cleaners and over-the-counter medication that contain many chemicals that can be harmful to our health. Some can even remember their mother or grandmother using apple cider vinegar to clean windows with. Does apple cider vinegar have more uses? Oh yes. This is one tonic that has shown to help with diabetes, cancer, weight loss, heart health, and even lowering cholesterol. It also has antibacterial properties and has been shown to get rid of stomach and intestine bacterial infections. By gargling a 1/4 cup apple cider vinegar, a 1/4 cup of warm water can knock out a sore throat as well. This little wonder can even help with sinus pressure. 1 teaspoon of ACV with a cup of water should do the trick. ACV contains amino acids, potassium, and enzymes that can rid of that tired, worn-out feeling. Adding a tablespoon or 2 of ACV to chilled vegetable juice or water will help release built-up lactic acid in the body, allowing it to rest as well as cutting down on nighttime leg cramps. Tired of teeth whitening products causing you sensitivity? Gargling with ACV every morning before brushing can remove stains, giving you a wider smile. I know from personal experience that dabbing it on with cotton balls really helps a bad sunburn go in. Oh, and it is great as a hair rinse as well, giving your hair more clarity, removing buildup, balancing the pH level. It can help reduce fine lines and be an astringent, reducing acne. I have even heard that ACV can even be a deodorant by applying it under the arm. It absorbs and neutralizes stinky smells, and the ACV smells go away after it dries. Yes, it is still a great cleaning alternative to harmful chemical cleaners, and is even safe to use on hardwood floors, but is known as Mother Nature's perfect food. Although from my research, I believe that buying natural, raw, undistilled ACV is the best nutrition-wise, we have been conditioned to think it should be clear, but brownish, cloudy color is optimal for nutrition. If you have a favorite recipe on using ACV, please post it on our Facebook page. We would love to hear from you. Thank you for watching and listening. This is Stacy Hill and New Light Video Magazine.
Astronomy and astrology. September astronomy photo of the month, Methuselah star. A new discovery on an old heavenly body puts a twist on the saying as old as Methuselah, and maybe even gives a new meaning to that old saying. The Methuselah star is the oldest known star in the universe. Once thought to be older than the universe, they have now determined that it is perhaps as old as the universe, giving it an age of about 14.5 billion years. This star is known as HD 140283 and is located close to the constellation of Libra. In this image you can see that the location of HD 140283 lies between the constellations of Libra and Ophiuchus at some 190 light-years away. Image credit is A. Fuji and Z. LeVay, STS-CI. This is Tammy Sabo with a New Light Video Magazine. Celestial event calendar for September of 2013. Sunday, September 1st, meteor shower, Alpha Augurids, peak 6 an hour with a magnitude of 2.5. Thursday, September 5th, new moon in Virgo and meteor shower September Epsilon Perseids begins. Sunday, September 8th, optimal viewing for Venus and Saturn. Monday, September 9th, meteor shower September Epsilon Perseids will peak at 5 an hour with a magnitude of 3.0. Tuesday, September 10th, meteor shower and Anthelion source in the Alpha Augurids ends. Thursday, September 12th, is the first quarter moon. Sunday, September 15th, is the karmic alignment mid-month, with Saturn in the North Node going into Scorpio. Thursday, September 19th, will be the full moon in Pisces. This is also known as the full corn moon and harvest moon. Saturday, September 21st, meteor shower September Epsilon Perseids will end. Sunday, September 22nd, is the autumn equinox. Tuesday, September 24th, Pluto goes direct. Friday, September 27th, is the last quarter moon. Planets in retrograde during September will be Chiron, Pluto, Neptune, and Uranus. The karmic planetary alignment in Scorpio lasts from September of 2012 through September of 2013 and also will have a peak in November. Join our Blog Talk radio show during the month of September to find out more information on the celestial events that are happening this month and talk to the staff to add your thoughts. Find out all our social media networks at www.anewlightvideomagazine.com. This is Tammy Sabo with a New Light Video Magazine. Starscopes, Zodiac and Cusp Monthly Astrology Forecast for September of 2013. I'm Tammy Sabo. I'm your astrologer as we look into the stars this month. What are the starscopes? This monthly astrology forecast brings a complete and unique forecast of the zodiac and cusp signs together in one publication. This forecast was created by calculating the movements of the planet, moon, stars, and constellations. I have interpreted how these energies may affect us by mapping the energies of these heavenly bodies based on astrology theories and aspects. The aspects are based on characteristics, tendencies, emotion, transition phases, and positive and negative energy influences. This month, we will still be under the influences of our outer planets bringing past issues to the surface. Pluto coming out of its long retrograde will bring relief and clarity to the horizon. Around mid-month, an interesting karmic alignment will take place that will bring out past rewards or debts. 4 planets, all of which are our outer planets, are in retrograde: Chiron, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. To find out more information, visit our blog post at www.anewlightvideomagazine.com. Listen to our Blog Talk radio station to hear the magazine and chat with the staff. Let's begin with the zodiacs. Starscopes, September of 2013, Zodiac Monthly Astrology Forecast. Aries, March 21st through April 19th. This month is likely to be influenced by strong enthusiasm. You are likely to infect those around you with your charismatic air and zest for life. A very fun, sociable time for you. However, care should be taken in regards to your appearance and concern for how people receive and see you. This will be a time that you will be open-minded and are likely to offer encouragement to others easily and genuinely. This month will center around enthusiasm, positive and open-minded optimism, great vision, and intellect. A few bumps along the way, dealing with that karmic alignment mid-month. Be patient with that, as clarity is likely to emerge out of the chaos. Taurus, April 20th through May 20th. Tiptoe lightly. The transits are showing that you will be dealing with your karmic alignment much sooner than mid-month. Considerable frustrations are likely at times, and you should focus on making cautious, well-thought-out actions. Be patient, try not to force issues, and be aware of the conflicts that are stirring around you, and choose your battles wisely. So expect chaos to build until around mid-month. After mid-month, the whole vibe of the month will change for you and offer completely new means of self-expression. A window of clarity will appear that could open an array of new approaches that really affect your core personality and how you present yourself to others. Gemini, May 21st through June 20th. You are likely to be driven in the direction of success, and your ambition is easily going to be over the top, which also makes it easy for you to rouse others with your enthusiasm. You are also likely to be feeling a little more secretive or pent up, not really wanting to allow yourself to be open or vulnerable to others, and keeping some things to yourself is highly probable. Expect your emotional energy to be strengthened, which often creates a more compassionate side of you towards others and humanity. Therefore, this month will be a bit of a balancing act for you, between chasing success with great determination to being selective or possibly secretive with your own emotions, to being extremely sensitive towards those you feel are suffering. Cancer, June 21st through July 22nd. That pioneering spirit may be upon you this month. You could be in the position of ringleader, spurring others into action for the progress in a joint interest or cause. Friendships will be a major importance to you this month. However, this transit could find upsets in the balance of enthusiastic developments if you feel that others are challenging your reason or motives. There could be a few touchy days about mid-month when you are going to be facing that karmic alignment. It will be best not to force issues or attempt to tackle too much work for yourself. There is a caution of overdoing it. This month you will have increased energy, assertiveness, and a tendency to be a little impatient. Leo, July 23rd through August 22nd. The energies this month are likely to have you feeling a strong intellectual influence. You are likely to be driven to seek adventures, yet the transits during this phase indicate that you will remain in a state of caution and be aware of your surroundings and situations. This will be a good time to take advantage of this sharp intellectual mindset to make some sound decisions. You may have a moody tendency that could have you leaning towards hasty actions or could lead to an explosive temper or emotional outburst on your part. Expect to find clarity this month for constructive developments, as well as discover solutions to problems that concern all types of relationships. Virgo, August 23rd through September 22nd. You may feel like you're dragging yourself in the beginning of this month. The alignment can be influencing the depressive side of you a bit in worry or regretful feelings. Emotions that arise from the influences during this phase often lean toward a concern and analysis of your values and how they're being met on your current path. As the contemplation phase ends, you will be turned on. By mid-month, you will have a surge of energy that will not only have you active and feeling energized, but you are likely to have new inspirations and creativity. Your enthusiasm is likely to gain support and excitement. This strong influence can make you assertive and aggressive. Keep a check on being overly aggressive towards others, as that will only lead to conflicts and rifts. Libra, September 23rd through October 22nd. You have an amazingly pleasant month ahead, although it shows strong influences to be a very active month for you. Emotional influences during this phase often help you feel in real balance with your most inner desires and your outer environment, and life in general. This month will be about finding new inspirations, making great progress on creative projects, energetic enthusiasm, as well as being in touch with your intellectual side. Therefore, you can expect to be surrounded by support and activities with others that are both exciting and making real progress. Taking advantage of the strong intellectual influences during this time will help you easily navigate through communications and any issues that arise. Scorpio, October 23rd through November 21st. Prepare to be rather sensitive and empathic. When it comes to causes or groups that you have an interest in, expect to have a strong desire to protect and stand up for ideas you hold valuable. This is usually seen in your feelings in humanitarian affairs. This month, you will have a deep sense of caring. This leads to compassion and empathy for whatever you feel may suffer, and have a drive to want to relieve that for them or it. Here, your strong opinions are likely to come out. This is a trying time for you because this often engages your aggressive nature and can make you become rather harsh with others. Watch that, because you're going to be traveling through this month with a strong emotional influence that will have you extremely sensitive, and any harshness could turn into you feeling hurt. Sagittarius, November 22nd through December 21st. There's a great deal of energy flowing that will inspire your imagination into creative approaches and new ideas. You are likely to have all the energy and enthusiasm to be very productive. The intellectual side of you will be influenced during this time as well, and will be a great asset to you this month when it comes to problem solving or gaining clarity in all kinds of issues that may arise, even in relationships. Dealing with the transit around mid-month could damper some of your excitement or ambition by making you feel a little more critical of yourself and could create self-doubt. Although this is more of an internal conflict, and it is indicated that you are more likely to turn this to your advantage and use that to be self-aware and on your toes, perhaps paying more attention to details. Capricorn, December 22nd through January 19th. Life is likely to be both exciting and eventful for you, and you are likely to be having feelings of confidence and inner balance throughout most of the month. The influence this month will have you in an excellent position to make long-term plans and goals. This will be an active time for you in making important decisions. It may be a steady as well as slow time in life, meaning that at times it may feel like you are moving through cement when you are only wanting to push forward. This is likely when you are looking at making important life changes. The important thing to realize is that you are making progress. Have patience and allow for time that is necessary. You are likely to feel pressures of the world on you with these influences, and this may be your biggest challenge this month. Patience is the key. Aquarius, January 20th through February 18th. This month you are likely to discover the balance that everything seems to have in life, where you will have experiences and possibly memories that will help you see the positive and negative aspects of just about everything in life, making this a very deep intellectual and possibly even emotional kind of month for you. At times you are likely to be feeling the stresses of life to the point of frustrations, and then through the chaos, clarity, and a new perspective of how things balance in life can be gained. A bit of a seesaw of emotion and circumstance this month. The influences, however, will have you looking at negatives in your life in a new way, and even being able to find that silver lining in the dark cloud. A great time for inner growth and understanding of yourself and of the workings of relationships. Pisces, February 19th through March 20th. You may find that you can be quite competitive and enjoy a good challenge where talents and skill can be exhibited. You will want to spend your time around others that inspire you and bring out your best this month, which could have an effect on your social activities. The desire for higher education and knowledge may have you taking on more challenging studies, as you were fueled by the desire to excel. That karmic alignment that occurs this month seems to make an impact on you, as rewards and debts may arise from past actions. That puts you in a strong intellectual vibe and view. This month you are likely to be an overachiever, seek adventure, and enhance your talents and skills through a passion to learn in order to be the best you can. The only caution is, don't push too hard and burn out. Starscope September 2013 Cusp Monthly Astrology Forecast. Aries, April 19th through April 24th. Strong, energetic physical energy will have your vitality raised. You are likely to feel a need for movement and action in your life, and mainly your body. Travel is likely during this time. You are running on go and have a great amount of determination to push forward and put action to ideas. The caution here is to not be overly aggressive or impatient with others who aren't moving at your pace, and don't burn yourself out trying to do too much too fast. Transits indicate that a phase of consideration will occur that may have you wondering if the path you are on is rewarding for you and your values. This month, expect life to be exciting and eventful at times, giving you the feeling of strength, optimism, and confidence. Taurus, May 20th through May 23rd. This month, you may start out with some issues to deal with that are going to be a little frustrating. It'll be better not to force these issues. Use this transit in a positive way by making well thought out plans. Communications will turn into strengths for you, which means this could be an ideal time to get your point across on important matters. You are likely to experience periods of stress and achievement this month. Expect things to take a turn that will seem to make progress slow or halt. Take this time to relax a bit, as trying to push issues or force progress will be a waste of time. Prepare to enjoy life a little, as the influences will be lively and positive concerning your family and social life. Gemini, June 19th through June 23rd. Starting out this month, look to have an increase in your intellectual and physical energies. This intense energy often creates feelings of nervous energy. Finding an outlet will be good in many ways for you. You may be drawn to exercise or other physical activities. The transits during this time indicate that tremendous effort may need to be made to achieve your desired goals, but is likely to be worthwhile. The only caution for you is that you may have a tendency to overdo it. Gambling may even be an attractive outlet. However, during this phase, you will need to be very self-disciplined, or the thrill of winning could get out of hand. This month, you will experience abundant physical energy that will have you feeling energized, assertive, and motivated. Cancer, July 19th through July 24th. Your determination and desire to succeed or win will be a strong influence on you this month. However, this determination and sheer willpower is likely to be associated with stress. You may have moments of feeling that your emotions are on a roller coaster, as nervous energy generally occurs with this transit, which will give highs and lows. You will have the ability to achieve considerable amounts of work, and may be best described as a workaholic this month. Expect to be putting in extra time to see projects through. The only caution is that you're likely to overwork yourself. Often, important and unexpected changes may be made during this phase. Make sure to really think things through, as sometimes premature choices can also be made during this time that could send you on a wild chase with little reward. Leo, August 19th through August 24th. Romance and the enjoyment of life is likely to be in full bloom. The influences are likely to encourage socializing. You may also be directed to take the role of center stage, be somewhat of a show-off, and even create opportunities. Energies will enable you to feel rejuvenated and self-expressive. This is a good time to seek challenge and activities that will put your body in motion, as physical and intellectual energies will be influencing you. This will be a good time to look for a new job or career that will be more rewarding. The urge to travel is likely around mid-month. This month, you are likely to have a variety of experiences influencing your physical and intellect. You may be inclined to take some courses or dive into some personal research to broaden your scope of knowledge. Verbra, September 19th through September 24th. This month may start off slow and is likely to be stressful and frustrating at times until after mid-month. It is going to be touch and go, and your emotional energy is likely to follow the same course. Once you are through the karmic alignment of mid-month, your month will be full of energetic experiences and happenings. You are likely to have an eventful and active month where making changes will be done with great confidence and sound judgments. The transits indicate that this will be a month of great activity and transformation for you. The strong physical energy will be encouraging your romantic side, so flirtations are highly probable, as well as social activities. Lipio, October 19th through October 24th. Your keen sense of business and investments will be strong this month, and making sound business moves are very favorable. Although this month may come with the need for self-control, and you will need to allow yourself time to think through any important moves wisely, not hasty. Making changes or updating your plans could create waves with others that are involved, as you are likely to be very forceful in your opinions and ideas. Be aware of your own self-determination and resist the urge to dominate others in situations to the point of turning them off or causing unnecessary conflicts. Otherwise, expect to receive encouragement and support in the areas of your home life and career goals. By the end of the month, you are likely to feel a real harmony with life. Scortarius, November 19th through November 24th. The social scene may be calling you, and you are more than ready to enjoy the funner things in life, be it romance, going out on the town, or a short travel adventure. This month could be a social month entwined with work and business meetings. In fact, work is likely to take the focus for you, and you may need to resist the urge to overwork. The influences will be giving you the vitality and energy you desire to push ahead. At times, things may seem to just fall into place, and at other times, snags may appear in relationships with partners that will require you to be more sensitive to others and less dominating to continue to make progress in your goals and projects. Sagicorn, December 19th through December 24th. This is going to be a good month for you, and you're likely to be motivated to make some changes around the house in decorating or improvements, refining your spaces to be more comfortable and pleasant for you. You may be looking to do some entertaining this month as well. Making changes to your life won't be limited to decor, as health matters are more than likely going to be coming into the picture for needed change as well. The influences are driving the sense to take care of and getting into better and healthier habits. This is all about the desire to have a better life, and this month it will be centered on the home front and personal needs. Health and home. Caprius, January 18th through January 23rd. The will to succeed will be paramount this month. You should expect to gain new insights that will inspire you to realize that you may need to take some new approaches to reach your goals. Take the time to listen to sound advice and do some research for yourself to be able to make some clear decisions. Your demeanor is likely to be strong and confident, and gaining support from others is very likely. The karmic alignment that occurs this month seems to be at its highest influence for you in the latter part of the month, and it seems to stir up issues from the past that will require your attention to get resolved once and for all. Aquaseas, February 18th through February 22nd. The influence of the transits this month indicate that success in business and career moves are forecast in your favor by taking action now. This is a great transit that brings the willpower to initiate projects into action. This is not one of those times to just wait for things to come to you, however. It is about making it happen. Be daring, confident, and assertive. Therefore, this transit will depend highly on your own desire to seize the moment. Both physical and intellectual energies are increased during this phase for you. This month will be ideal to show your best side, be expressive, be confident, and daring to take full advantage of the favorable conditions that pertain to your goals, career path, with a little romance thrown in there too. Pisces, March 19th through March 24th. The transits occurring this month will have you grounded, practical, with a great deal of common sense at your disposal. If you tend to be shy, this transit helps to build self-confidence so that your ambition and aspirations will eventually become driving factors. Although you may need to face and avoid the urge to be reclusive, as your own fears of success can dampen the effects of the possibilities that this transit can have for you. With just a little enthusiasm, many things are possible for this month to set some positive motion into action. This month your intellect will be strong and your physical energy will set you in drive for socializing, sports, or physical activity, as well as romance.